What's up, guys? Today I'll be breaking down the full process of scaling up your high stakes account on the Fivers. Obviously, I've been funded for a while and I've now hit 10% profit. At that point, they give you an extra 25%, and that's the scale up process that they do. I'm going to talk through now what happens because I've just hit profit target on the 10% on my other funded account. And I was wondering what would happen. Now I know what's happening, I can take you guys through it all. So let's start off with the account here. So the account here, you can see overall, I've hit the 10k, and obviously you can see that throughout the time that you've got your funded account. I've had this account since January, so it's took me a long time to hit 10%, but how many traders are hitting 10% on their funded account? Barely anyone. So to do it at all is a great achievement, and be proud of it if you've done it. You can see there, at one point, I was up 9.5%, and I dropped all the way to 1%. I had a huge drawdown streak. I've only just managed to get that scale up. This is the first prop firm I've ever been scaled up with. And you can see there's so many trades that I've taken since January. Probably best to leave it, but I've been on a massive win streak. You know, we've seen there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, 1 loss there. Obviously, you can see the sea of losses there that gave me that massive loss streak. And that's what happens when you trade an account. An equity curve isn't always plain sailing as you think. Anyways, we hit the profitable days. Now, you do need 3 profitable days. Now, it's not to get a payout. It's purely profitable days needed to get a scale up. So when you go in the challenge, you will see this here, and it's the same on the funded. And many traders ask me, do I need 3 profitable days before I even just withdraw any profit? No. That is completely different and separate to getting a scale up. Of course, that's what you're looking for, really. So we got this account closed. As soon as we closed out above the equity of 10%, obviously I've had payouts. You don't also have to leave the profit in. I've had many payouts. You can see here, these are all from the 100k. We can see that I've acquired 1, 2, 3, 4 payouts already. They are all withdrawn, and it is still a 10% after withdrawals. But the equity, obviously, you can see there is only 100k and $600. I got 2 emails from the Fivers. The first one is I passed my account, which is obviously a funded account, which is weird to see. I never had that before. This just allows you to see that it's up for review by the team. And despite me obviously having the account accessible on my profile, doesn't mean that I can trade it until it's been confirmed. At this point, I had the second email. Now, this second email just basically told me that the new account is on my profile and dashboard. So we can go onto that now, and we can see that if you look here, it is there, and it does say waiting for risk. The same thing will happen again. Once you hit, again, the 12.5k, you will get another scale up. And this will just continue to grow further and further as you get more funding with the Fivers. And what I like about the scale up process is a 10% is a very good level to hit that takes a long time, but over time you can keep the risk low. I like a 0.5 to 0.75 on the funded, and it just allows you to trade well. So many traders are going to ask me, so are you going to withdraw the 100k, $600? And the $600, usually here there'd be a withdraw button. This is the important thing that I was not understanding. I've just gone to live chat, talked to this guy, and what he's told me is that it's annoying as much as it is. This $600 will be added to the equity of my new account once confirmed. I still have to wait 2 weeks, and this is the way they get you. So luckily for me, I needed $500 to get to that 10%, which is 0.5% profit. If I was only up 3% and went on a big win streak and caught 7%, I would have $7,000 that would be transferred into this new account, and I would have to wait 2 weeks to receive the payout on that account, which I think is unfair. I don't think that's the best way to go about it. I think you should be able to withdraw the account. The account's been closed. You're starting a new account. Why add equity to the new account? It's obviously to keep traders from making big profits, going into a new account, and then they think they've got more funding so they can get more, and then they're going on a loss streak. Then they can't withdraw the profit they've just made. So these are all the ways prop firms get you. Now, it's not the end of the world for me because I've had payouts this week on 3 different prop firms. And that just means now I can go into the $600. It's not that much. I can just use that as a 1 trade buffer going into the new account, which I quite like actually. And I never normally have a buffer. I'm going to treat this as a buffer. What are my plans? I was risking 0.75 a lot of the time on my high stakes 100k. And because I went down 8% at one point, I'm going to drop the risk to 0.5, just trade 0.5 risk. Before I had a $500 risk on a 0.5%. Now I'd have a $625 risk. So it gives you a little bit more leverage, really. You've literally got a 25k funded account for free, which is perfect for me, and it just means a lot. So many traders will never get to this point, and I actually personally know 2 traders that have scaled up, and it's a rare thing to see, and it's very, very good with the Fivers. They allow you to scale up with not too many caveats. Now, FTM are a bit different, and they're other top dog in the industry, and they do require a little bit more for you to get scaled up. But I like the fiver scale up, and I don't intentionally go for scale ups. That's not me. I look just for purely making small payouts consistently. Scale up's a bonus for me. Perfect. I don't really have much else to say other than the fact that once I do have access to this account, it will have to be 2 weeks. So I could just leave the account for 2 weeks. I don't need the profitable days. That's purely for scale up next time. And I can just get the withdrawal. But I will be trading this funded account because I have a variety of funded accounts at the minute that I'm waiting for payouts on. So I don't want to be waiting on this account when it's ready to trade. And that's a wrap, really. So I hope I've covered everything there for a scale up with high stakes 100k on the fivers. Of course, for any other 5k, 10k, 25k, 50k, it's all going to be the same. I'm not sure exactly what accounts they do. I think they have a 60k, the fivers, not a 50k, but it's all the same. You've got to hit 10% profit target on your high stakes funded, then you get scaled up 25%. That will continue to happen, and at a certain point, I believe the scale up increases even more. But this is going to take years, and you want to keep funded with the fivers for years, and there's traders that have scaled up multiple times. But I do think this may be the first time any trader's shown you the scale up and the process and what it means. Giving you that information because I wish I had it when I was looking it up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. See you next one.